Friends, I am Ajay and my topic is design of piston. We have already studied this in design of machine elements. It comes under the part of an IC engine. IC engine is nothing but the internal combustion engine in which the combustion of the engine takes place inside the engine. We all know that it converts heat energy into mechanical energy. It mainly comprises of three parts: a piston, connecting rod and crankshaft, and I am going to explain about piston. Piston is defined as the machine element which reciprocates within the cylinder. That is, it takes place an up and top and bottom action within the IC engine, depending upon the inlet of the fuel and the air pressure. Piston consists of various parts like skirt, crown, head, pin, ring, etc. So while designing a piston, these are the points which are to be considered. The first is strength to withstand the gas and inertial forces, dissipation of heat, which is the capacity to handle the heat, and gas and oil sealing, adequate bearing area, minimum mass to reduce inertial force. These are the points to be considered. And the main parts of the there are many parts, but the main parts which we are going to design are head, skirt, piston pin, piston rings. So first I will explain about design of piston head. Design of piston head comprises of two parts. One is strength design and thermal design. Both thing we are going to calculate the permissible tensile stress and the thickness, from which we will calculate the thickness. So the formula is TH is equal to D into square root of 3 by 16 into P by sigma T, where P is the maximum pressure, D is the diameter of the piston, and sigma T is the permissible tensile stress, and T is nothing but the thickness. Okay. Next is the thermal design. That is the thermal strength. That is, we are going to calculate another thickness which is T2, and the formula for that is H by 1.56 into K into Tc minus Te. K is nothing but the thermal conductivity of the material. The most commonly used materials for designing a piston are cast iron or aluminium. So depending upon the thermal conductivity of those materials, we have to calculate the value. Okay, now Tc and Te are nothing but the temperature at the center of the piston and on the edge of the piston. We can see what is H. H is the heat flowing in the piston. H has a separate formula, which is C into HCV into M into BHP, where C is a constant, which is the heat absorbed by the piston, which is nothing but 0.05. HCV is the higher calorific value, that is also constant, and the mass of the fuel in kg per bhp per second, and bhp is nothing but brake horsepower. And for calculating bhp also we have a separate formula, which is we would have already studied this formula in thermal engineering. Efficiency is equal to brake horsepower divided by indicator horsepower. So to calculate bhp we are multiplying efficiency and IHP. So where in order to calculate the IHP, there is also another formula, which is P max into L into A into N by 60. PM is the indicated mean effective pressure, which will be usually given in the question, and L is the stroke length, A is the piston area, N is the number of working strokes per minute. So with these formulas we can calculate finally calculate the thermal thickness, which is T2. Next we have now seen about piston head. Next we will see about piston rings. Piston rings generally comprises of two things. One is compression rings and another another one is oil rings. Both has separate uses. The uses are compression rings are used to seal the gases inside the crank, and which does not allow the gases to enter the crankcase. And oil rings is used for lubrication purpose. Here also we are going to calculate the thickness, which has the formula T is equal to D into square root of 3p by sigma t. The same D for diameter, P for radial wall pressure, and sigma t is for permissible bending stress. And the next is piston. That's all for piston rings. Now we are going to see about the piston skirt. For that we have to first find the pressure which is in the pressure acting on the projected area. For the formula is L into D, which is nothing but the length and diameter, and we are going to calculate maximum gas load here. So for that the formula is pi into d square into P max by 4. So P max is the maximum gas pressure. And the next thing is similar to the pressure acting on the projected area, which is pressure in the straight area, you could say. Similarly, there will be a side thrust to the piston from the connecting rod, because while the piston is moving top to bottom, the connecting rod moves in both. In one side of the connecting rod will be in top and bottom motion, and another will be in rotary motion. So during the combined motion of this, there will be a side thrust to the piston. So that is what we are going to calculate. That is R. R is equal to L into D into PD, where BB, sorry, that's a mistake. PB is the bearing pressure. So that's what we are going to calculate. And maximum load on the piston pin. Now for that F is equal to pi into d square by P max by 4, where P max is the maximum combustion pressure. We are also going to calculate the bending stress, because piston pin will suffer from a uniformly distributed load during the motion. So that will be an bending moment to it. So that's what we have to calculate in order to design the piston pins. So 21 FD maximum bending moment is equal to 21 into F into D into by 160, which is simplified into 0.1312 into F into D. So that's how we have to calculate. And the bending stress formula is maximum bending moment divided by Z. Z is nothing but the section modulus. We have all section modulus formula for that particular piston pin, which is pi by 32 into DO power 4 minus DI power 4 by DO, which is nothing but diameter of the outer dia and the inner dia.